Derivatives of trigonometric functions, example 3. So we want to differentiate y is equal to sine squared 3x and y is equal to the square root of cos 2x plus 3. Find the gradient of each function when x equals pi by 6. So for this one here, now remember that sine squared is a way of writing sine 3x squared. That's what this notation means. So in actual fact, the outside function here is x squared. This is actually a function of a function of a function. So we've got to be really careful with the chain rule here. But it's not too bad if you think about it step by step. So first of all, differentiate this outside function. The 2 is going to come down in front, and then we'll have sine 3x. Then we have to multiply by the differential of the inside function. Well, we know that sine differentiates to cos, so that's going to be cos 3x. Remember, the argument won't change. But that also has an inside function, so we need to multiply by the derivative of the inside function, 3x. So overall what we get is 6 sine 3x cos 3x. Now, we want dy dx given that x is equal to pi by 6. So that's going to be 6 sine 3 lots of pi by 6 is pi by 2 cos pi by 2, and as it happens cos pi by 2 is 0, so this just comes to 0. So now let's deal with this one. So y is going to be cos 2x plus 3 all to the power a half. That's what the square root is. So we can see that's the outside. So that's going to be a half cos 2x plus 3 to the negative a half. We then need to multiply by the differential of what's inside. So that's going to be cos goes to negative sine 2x plus 3. And we also need to then multiply by the differential of the inside of that. So, well, the 2 times a half at least will cancel. So we've got negative sine 2x plus 3, and think about what this power does, over the square root of cos 2x plus 3. Now what we want to calculate here is dy dx given that x equals pi by 6. Now you can substitute this into your calculator, but actually you'll find that you get a math error. And that's because clearly the example wasn't well thought out. And in actual fact, the cosine for the angle that you get is negative. So you're trying to take the square root of a negative. And that gives you a problem. But if it was one that worked out, you just substitute into your calculator and get an answer.